Yes, oh, my correct people. Una come good oh, any man enter house, fine place she done. Now that una show where they call and say the SS&S Show for Vosa World Radio TV. I hope say as you find place you don't so you don't call mommy mom, you don't call papa boy, say that show don't come again. That show when na Mummyritz, that sister where they stay for corner house, where you the fear say your name will come up for quarter Congo because of some your teen way you don't do or something way ne waka fine. Where they make a way you the chop you not feel fat. People they sleep for night, you not feel sleep. For sika fear for teen way go happen when your name can come up for quarter Congo. So Mummyritz and that sister where they stay for corner house, where you feel reach out to it so that when I go enter Bible. And I go pray about the matter. Yeah, wait till God get for talk. See how God feel fix them so that for last fight, you go feel chop fat and you go feel sleep for nights. That way people they sleep. And so before we continue with what we bring we for here today, I hope say when I don't call boy and mom, may they can show when that button. You know, say they don't teach boy and mom them different color them for school. So may they can show when that button or may they bring when a looking glass. First time that button be been a red, but now that button don't be a black. Now why that be nice? May they teach them plenty colors them. So when they show you that black button, now say when you click subscribe, and when you subscribe, it mean now say waiting. Say when the SS&S Show come or any other show for Vosa World Radio TV, now you go be first man for no. Say that show don't come. Yes, as una dey prepare for subscribe or as una don't already subscribe, it go nice make a salute the people the way they know they understand pidgin. Hello folks, good to have you on yet another episode of the SS&S Show with Mummyritz on the award-winning Vosa World Radio TV. We are delighted to have you on board and hope that before we part company today, we would have learned a thing or two. And still stay glued while I go back to the pidgin language. I will eventually be back to explain the crux of the matter in the English language. And so see you in a bit. My correct people, yes, I be the salon that with people the way they need to understand pidgin. Today this video no go over long because wait till bring winner say we can't tell ourselves now Merry Christmas. We can't tell ourselves say may we celebrate Christmas with sense. We not celebrate Christmas like people the way they not get sense. May we celebrate and may we use we head even as we celebrate Christmas. And for celebrate that Christmas with sense, we will need 3 points. 3 points for talk about the different way God expects me will celebrate Christmas. I go start with you, the papa. You, the papa, you never give mommy more money. May go buy it in there for mom. You never give it in there. Money may go buy mommy Christmas clothes, boy Christmas clothes. You the expect say the woman go do na how. And then you, the mommy mom, you too, you never gather your own small thing way, you know, even to add to 14 way papa boy don't get. You too fi add and save the money not be correct for buy socks. You go use and add and buy socks. Now, why that way? Now, the two people get to contribute for the Christmas. Now, the two people get to put hands together. You discover saving time where they be born Jesus. Bible don't tell you for Luke chapter 1. From verse 26 going down, say not be been a only matter for one person. It be been a matter for papa and it be been a matter for mommy. So even as we celebrate Christmas with sense, it shows say papa gets his own role for play and mommy too gets his own role for play. Now why that way we go need for put hand together, we go need for join hand so that this Christmas go feel waka fine. Yes, and so we also understand say this so we not get to the compete, we not get to the compare. All finger them for hand they know they not the same. Now why the Bible tell we for 1 Timothy 6:6 say person way the fear God and way he dey grateful, way get contentment, na better thing for do am. You papa boy, you don't give small money way correct for buying a only janga or mulolo. You the expect say when that day for Christmas reach, you the one see kuta for pot. The kuta way you the one see for pot, na say the mommy mom go for market go conjure money for kuta. Or you mommy mom, boy, papa boy don't give you money where it correct for buying a wax wrapper. You don't go see your friend their own, your quarter meeting member their own, they don't buy a Josh wrapper. You can't worry papa boy say may give you money, may you go buy Josh wrapper. You don't forget say the finger them for hand they know they the same. You want me papa boy go thief. You don't know say na longer eye they make a hand the go thief or food the waka go thief. Bible don't tell we say may we be grateful, may we be contented because when we be contented, when we glad for tea when we get that, it go make a way we no go enter problem, we no go enter trouble. Yes, even you boy, you mom, I get small message for una. When una papa and una mommy they don't buy una small Christmas gown and small looking glass for Christmas, no go dey look your friend their own, say oh they be buy your friend handbag, they not buy you handbag. The thing where your papa and your mommy they buy am for you, now the thing where their hand feel rich, now the thing where their money feel buy am. Wait when you big tomorrow work your own money, you feel buy yourself all the thing the way your money feel buy am. And so instead of for the vex, for the look your friend where you don't get small red mop or small handbag where you not get them. Now instead for thank God say he don't even give you that one, because people then they with that one when you get them, then self they not get them. Now their prayer point that they wake up all day to say, where if I be get even that small Christmas clothes where mom don't get them, or that small looking glass where boy don't get them, I'm for glad. And so the first message now say, may we celebrate Christmas with saints, may we be grateful, may we be contented for the thing we will get up. May we not compete, may we not compare, because all the finger them for we hand, they not did the same. I will not be writing an application letter for God, forget the place or they for the place the finger where would they. Now God says safety side. The second thing we will need for use them as we celebrate Christmas with sense. Now the fact say we get to reconcile. Yes, Bible tell we for John 3:16 say God over love we. Say instead we pikin make and die for we, so that we go feel reconcile, we go feel fix them, we go feel stop for cut that jackass where we sin them we don't make and we will cut am with God. Where it means say, as a matter of fact, if we celebrate Christmas, we need for do and the way God, Jesus, where come, where they born it for this Christmas, where he can't die for we, go glad. Why you don't cut jackass with mommy mom? You don't call jackass with papa boy. You don't call jackass with all your meeting members. Some family members, they say where you know they even talk with them. Some people, they say where when they meet up for go to know the salute. Some people, they even for church, where when you should up for corner bench with them, or should up for the same bench with them. When they sing for church, you put your eye in a man where one get conny eye, because you know they talk with that person. Because you and that person will know they come up fine. Because of something where be happen for 1922, you still sing that song for 2022. Enough fine. This Christmas, it go nice, may reconcile, because Bible don't tell me for Ephesians 4:32 say may we be kind to one another, may we be tender hearted, may we show love, may we forgive one another. Yes, that person be vex your heart, that person be do something where you not be like her. Maybe that person said never even can talk, say sorry, but that time this way you get to forgive that person. That time this way you get to reconcile with that person. Reconciliation with that person not mean that say you and the person will go be na 5 and 6 as when I be day before, but reconciliation with that person mean that say when I go meet up on a salute, una go meet up, una laugh with each other, una go meet up, una story one or two things, because now so God want that we will celebrate this Christmas with saints. And so not look and say you where you go talk sorry, now you be weak person. No, on the contrary, you where you go talk sorry, now you be the stronger person. It means that now you value peace, because Bible don't talk say may we seek peace with all men. And so be that kind of person where you go take your telephone today, you call that person where you are he, una know the come up fine. You are he, una know the talk. You are he, una don't call jackass. Call that person. If the person not pick your call, send the person message. If the person not answer your message, find some other person for quarter, some other person for family, some other person for church. Una go meet up the person when she don't talk up, so that una go celebrate this Christmas with sense after una don't reconcile. And then the last point now say waiting. Say after Christmas, life go continue. May we not be that the kind of people the way they be extravagant. And then when the Christmas and New Year season don't pass, when January don't come, that time we start see puff like cake. May we be the kind of people the way they understand the way Bible don't talk for Psalms 37 verse 16. Say the small way the righteous people they get them, where Jesus is picking they get them. It better pass the plenty back thing the way wicked people they don't get them. And so don't be the kind of person where you celebrate Christmas because say you want to impress people, you want to show people say you today, you to want to show people say you be mommy mom, you be papa boy for this quarter, for this town. No, because after Christmas, life go continue. Be the kind of person where you cut your coat according to your material, not be according to your size. Because you feel fat, you get small material. And so make sure say, even if your material correct for sew na petticoat, so that's so your petticoat, because coat na coat. Life will still continue after Christmas and after New Year. And so even as you celebrate, be the kind of person where you buy or you get nothing the way you need them, where it go correct for you for this time. Not celebrate because you want to oppress that other person. You want to show that other person say you too be done for quarter, you too be person, you too be man boy. No, celebrate Christmas according to your means, bearing at the back of your mind say after all this Christmas and New Year don't pass, January they come, life go still continue. Boy, they go need for go school. Mom, they go need for go school. They go need for buy small thing them before they chop as they go school. And so mind how you celebrate your Christmas. Before we conclude, it go nice ma talk the same thing why I don't talk for English so that people feel understand. And so folks, today we are telling ourselves that it is important for us to celebrate Christmas with wisdom. We should be the kind of people who don't go beyond our means. We should be contented because contentment makes the heart merry. The Bible has told us in 1 Timothy 6 verse 6 that godliness with contentment is great gain. And so be the kind of person who is grateful for what you have, for that which you can afford. You as a father, ensure that you give what you are supposed to give so that things can be bought for the family. You as the mother, also bring something to the table. Contribute something to the table to add to what the father has given. Because in Luke chapter 1 from verse 18 downwards, you discover that it is a work of complementarity that happens between Joseph and between Mary, our role model Christmas parents. And so don't leave the burden only to the father or only to the mother. And also be the kind of person who is considerate of your means. Don't be the kind of person who can afford only a particular kind of fabric, and because of what others are able to afford, you are getting sleepless nights, you are becoming restless. No, the fingers of the hands are not the same. It is not because others are eating chicken in their homes and you cannot afford the chicken that you will have sleepless nights. What you can even afford is a prayer request to some other people. And so let us be contented. Let us be grateful. The next message is the fact that we need to reconcile. The Bible has told us in Ephesians 4:32 that we should be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another as God in Christ forgive us. Yes, we know that forgiveness starts because John 3:16 makes it clear that Jesus' death, Jesus' coming to earth is to reconcile us who were once sinners with the Father who is holy and cannot behold sin. And so who is that person whom you are not in talking terms with, whom you are at daggers drawn with? This is the right time to make amends. This is the right time to reconcile. Yes, take your telephone, call the person, send a message, go and visit the person with somebody. Even if the person has not apologized, you who is making the first step is the bigger person, because we need to seek peace with all men as much as it depends on us. This doesn't mean that we will be able to born again like bread and butter, but it means that we will be in peace with one another. And the last but not the least is the fact that we need to remember that life continues even after Christmas. And so be the kind of person who is considerate, who is not extravagant in the way you are spending Christmas because you want to prove a point, you want to impress others, you want to suppress others, or you want to cause others to enter depression. No, be the kind of person who understands that Psalms 37 verse 16 makes it clear that the little that the righteous have is much better than the many things that the wicked have. Be the kind of person who also understands that you need to live a life of wisdom. Be the kind of person who lives a wise life, as we are told in Ephesians 5:15-20. Bearing in mind the fact that life will continue after Christmas and you will still have some expenses to make. And so in other words, don't cut your coat according to your size, because you can be fat and have small cloth. Cut your coat according to the cloth that you have, according to the material that you have. Even if it is enough to sew a petticoat, a coat is a coat, and the spelling is the same. And so our take-home message for today is the fact that we should celebrate Christmas with wisdom. All the fingers of the hands are not the same, and we do not write an application to find ourselves in the particular fingers where we have found ourselves in. But what we need to do is to be grateful, to quit comparing, to reconcile, to be considerate, and to celebrate Christmas in a Christ-like way. Merry Christmas in advance, and may the love of Christ be shared abroad to you and your family. I will go back to the pidgin language to conclude. So my people, now the small one that way will be gathered around for today, and I hope say he don't bless some person, he don't bless that brother, and he don't bless that sister. He don't make that sister member say he get to live life with sense, he not get to live life without sense, as Bible says don't tell we for Ephesians 5 from verse 15-20. And so Panapo for today now say waiting. All finger them for one hand, they not they the same. And so whatever it happen for your life, not begin look another man he own, not begin compare with another person. Because as I talk, we finger them for one hand, they not be the same. May God bless Wona as Wona they celebrate this Christmas. And say for everything where Wona the trust God may do and for Wona, He could do and for Wona from this Christmas season and onwards. Wona take care, Wona stay blessed, Wona stay fine, and Merry Christmas.